Okay, welcome back. Thought I'd do, instead of a bag of shite video, I'd do a Tower of Tut video. And here is the Tut that I have acquired. It was last week sometime. A couple of charity shops. Picked up all 5 seasons of The Wire, which is a HBO series starring this guy who's in 300, and that's about all I can. And The Wire, that's all I know him from. Got Iris Elbow in the background there, and assorted people. Maybe some you know, some you don't. Yeah, I've watched the whole first series so far, and it's okay. It's okay. I don't know if it gets better or worse as it goes on. But I've got all 5 seasons there. Picked them up. This first one was £2, and then each subsequent series or season is £1. So that was good. I think that was a good deal. What's that? £6 altogether. They go for about 15-20 quid on eBay. Like individually, I think they go for a bit more. So that was, yeah, I'll watch that and I'll see if I like it. I might keep it, or I might flip it and reverse it. So that's that. A few silly ones like Mr. Ben here. Used to watch this when I was a kid. I used to like it. Mr. Ben, he goes into the fancy dress shop, and he magically teleports into these different time eras and professions, as you can see on the back there: magician, fireman, chef, clown, businessman, and knight, spaceman, and caveman. So yeah, it's good imaginative animation, very basic animation, but good story, good stories. Who was it narrated by? Can't remember, but there you go. Much loved show. Picked up a few Fancy Pants DVDs. This one here, can't pronounce it because it's in French. Yeah, the write up on the back says it's visually stunning and doesn't look great to me, but for 50p I thought I'd give it a go. This one here, a Mongkok story, produced by Wong Shu Ming, directed by Wilson Yip, and yeah, looks like a crime thriller, might be good. They had a bunch of these sealed. Don't know if they were knockoffs or don't know, just overspill. But these are NTSC all. I'm not sure if my player plays NTSC. I think I've got one DVD player that is unlocked, so it plays region 1s and stuff, so that should be alright. This one here, don't know nothing about it, but it's got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Ethan Hawke, Marisa Tomei, and Albert Finney in a Sidney Lumet film, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. So that looks interesting. Paid £1 for it. This was in the same shop as The Wire. So is this. And the other ones, so I paid £1 for that. 50p each for those. This one again was £1. Looked interesting, looked a bit creepy. Let the right one in. Filmed by Thomas Alfredson. Oh, I can't pronounce that, so I'm not going to try. Yeah, if you want to read what that's about, pause it there. As delicate, haunting, and poetic a film as you've ever bound to see, by Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, I like the look of that one, but might not be everybody's cup of tea. It might not be my cup of tea. This one is another one that's very Marmite-y. You either love it or you hate it. And when I first watched it back when it was on TV back on Channel 4, I didn't really like it that much. So some of the jokes were a bit dry and a bit flat. This was before the IT Crowd, where Richard Adub, I can't remember pronounce his name, as Moss, and I can't remember his bloody name. That's going to do my head in. But yeah, he's very funny in the IT Crowd. She's good in a lot of the stuff I've seen her in. He was the original IT guy in The Office. He was good in that. In this, he's a little bit dry, a little bit fusty, but I think that's the style of this. It's sort of a spoof of the 70s and 80s cop shows, and I have got this on DVD already, so I might give this one to somebody else if they're interested. This I picked up, bit of crap. I showed this already, but I thought I'd talk about it because I've watched it. It's okay. It's a bit of rubbish. It's like a teenage version of the Bourne Ultimatum sort of thing. This guy is a bit of a weirdo, bit of a loner, bit of a jock at the same time, and you can't sort of work him out. And it turns out, spoiler, should I say, yeah, he's raised by secret agents. I won't say any more than that, but yeah, it's a bit stupid, a bit dumb. But it's got Sigourney Weaver in it, a small role for her. So yeah, it's a one and done film. I won't be watching it again, but I think my older kid, would like this. It's got a gag reel, so yeah, worth having for. Paid less than 50p for it. It says 50p on the back. This was one that I picked up for 50p again. Shelter. I thought it was going to be like a kick-ass film. That's the sort of the look of it. The font and the way it's laid out. It looks like another kick-ass film, but he gets his ass kicked more than kicking anybody else's ass. It's got Kat Dennings. You might recognise her from some other comedy show where she's like a waitress, slutty looking. Yeah, he's a little bit emotionally immature, let's say. I don't want to offend people. I have made this video once already, but this video, yeah, and some of the comments I made, I thought better of it, and I've re-recorded this video because I don't want to offend people unnecessarily. It is a film about autistic savant played by Dustin Hoffman. There is a video made by a comedy podcast called Cumtown who ripped the shit out of this film, and I find it hilarious what they say about it, and it makes you view this film in a completely different light. Charlie Babbitt, played by Tom Cruise, is the most unlikable person going. You must know the film, surely, but a brief synopsis of it is his dad dies, leaves all the inheritance to his autistic son, who does not understand the concept of money. $3 million is inherited to this guy. This guy is pissed off, so he kidnaps this guy, and they go on a road trip. And it's a funny, joyful redemption story where this guy basically gets to connect with his brother that he didn't even know he had. And it's the most retarded film going. It really is. He even uses the word to his brother. So that's how politically incorrect this film is. A lot of people thought autistic people were all, as portrayed by Dustin Hoffman, who got many Oscars, I think, for this film. Yes, some autistic people do act this way. This is a very extreme way. I know people on YouTube who have autistic family members, as do I. So I can use that word. I'm allowed, and I use it quite regularly in my family normal day life. And I think it's a word that's been used in the past as an insult, and I think it should be more inclusive nowadays, and people should reclaim it and use it, because I think a lot of these words lose their power, nastiness, the more we sort of make light and use them. And I know a lot of people. I watch a lot of the Kill Tony podcast, and there's a hell of a lot of people with special needs that do stand-up comedy and can see the funny side in it. So I see the funny side in it, and I think it's fair game. And this film is just, I mean, it's intentionally funny, some of the stuff. It's just really funny. And I say Charlie Babbitt, played by Tom Cruise, is he's just obsessed with money. He's obsessed with getting his inheritance. He treats his brother despicably to start with. He just doesn't get him. And I say it's a more a film of him coming to understand his needs and how to communicate and that sort of thing. And it is quite a nice film. And we watched it in parts a couple of nights ago, and we really enjoyed it, and we had a good laugh with it. And yeah, I'd recommend this film if you've not seen it. It's got some sad little moments in it, and it's got quite a lot of funny moments in it. And yeah, we were talking about it. We were saying like maybe they should do a Rain Man Part 2. And I was like, nah. If they do a Rain Man Part 2, where could you go with the story? He's already been kicked out of the casinos, and yeah, if they went back to casinos, they'd be like buried in the desert somewhere. So I don't think there was much chance of them doing a sequel to Rain Man. But both cast members are still alive, so it is a possibility. So you never know with Hollywood. And now I've planted the seed, I'm sure we can see a Rain Man sequel at some point. So with that, thanks for watching. If you've stuck with me this long, leave some comments down below if you like. If not, fuck off. No, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Bye-bye.